Okay, this tutorial explains how a double bracket expansion question can be disguised in a problem solving question. So the question says that we have a rectangle as shown, and the length of the rectangle is x plus 9 and the width of the rectangle is x minus 1. It says form an expression for the area of the rectangle. So we need to be looking at the area. Okay, now if we normally work out the area of a rectangle, the area is the length of the rectangle multiplied by the width. And just because we have been given algebra for the length and the width doesn't mean that we can't do this question. So I'm going to call this the length and I'm going to call this the width. Okay, so we're going to start to calculate the area just as we would normally. So I take the length, which in this case is x plus 9, and I take the width, which is x minus 1, and I multiply them together. Now remember, you don't need to put a multiplication sign between these two, because if you already have the two brackets right next to each other, that automatically tells you that you are going to expand them, so you're going to multiply them. So if you've been following my other tutorials about expansion, then we have an x and a 9, and we have an x and a minus 1. So we're going to start multiplying. So x times x is x squared. Minus 1 times x is minus x. X times 9 is 9x. Minus 1 times 9 is minus 9. Then I'm going to write my four terms. And then just like in the previous tutorials, I can simplify the terms in x together. Now, they are wanting an expression. So an expression is something that contains only one letter, or it could contain more, but it doesn't have an equal sign. So you aren't going to solve it. So I bring down my x squared. Then I have 9x minus x, which is plus 8x, and then I have minus 9. Notice I haven't put area equals x squared plus 8x minus 9, because that would make it a formula. So an expression is something that does not contain an equal sign, and that is what they wanted, an expression.